Hey, there's Molly.
Hi there.
Hey, Molly. Welcome to RAADfest.
Thanks. Hey, I'm super happy to be here.
Good to have you back. And we just heard a great presentation from Kat Cotter. We use we've learned some things from her that we use with our dogs, and our dogs are 8, and they're doing pretty damn great for it. So there's definitely some things we can do. And so we're going to have you take over from here.
All right. Well, thanks, Dr. Kat. That was awesome. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to. I just want to tell you that I'm going to give you a quick overview of Dr. Kat Cotter, who is an anti-aging practitioner who has spent the last 30 years helping people create super longevity. And last year at RAADfest, she talked about living a super longevity lifestyle too. So it's a pleasure to have her back. She does so much research on nutrition and supplementation and other factors to create optimal health for our furry family members, and just really glad to have her here today. Just quickly too, just to talk, we're going to have the panel. We have Dr. Kat Cotter, we have Dr. Bill Andrews, and we also have Dr. Oscar Guadarrama, and they're going to be on a panel at the end, so save your questions. We'll do a question and answer. Our next speaker is going to be Dr. Bill Andrews. And most importantly, too, just really quickly, I wanted to stress that not only do we want our pets to live longer and we want to learn about how to increase human longevity, but we want to learn about the human longevity through the science of the longevity for our pets, because learning to help our pets helps humans. And with that, I'll introduce our second speaker. That's Dr. Bill Andrews. He's the president and CEO of Sierra Sciences, has a PhD in molecular and population genetics. He's been featured in the Today Show, Popular Science, numerous documentaries, and the topic is always life extension. Dr. Bill led the research and is principal discoverer of human telomerase and has done countless studies showing that longevity, lengthening telomeres, reversing aging in human cells in the Petri dish is the way to go. If you're just joining and you don't know about telomeres, just stay tuned to Dr. Bill and his groundbreaking research. Bill's an avid ultramarathoner. He's run miles and miles with his faithful dog Dash. He's an inventor, he's a scientist, he's an athlete. He's the smartest man I know, and I'm proud to say he's also an awesome partner and my husband, and we share Dash the Wonder Dog. Here is Dr. Bill.
Hello, I'm Bill Andrews. I run a company called Sierra Sciences. Today I'm going to be talking about telomere length management in pets to control aging in our pets. I want to make it clear first that my company, Sierra Sciences, is a discovery research company. We actually do not sell anything. Instead, we invent products that other companies manufacture and sell, and they sell to the general public and doctors to treat our pets as well as treat humans. So I want to begin with a description of what a telomere is, but my slides are going to be using humans because I don't actually have the slides prepared for actually a pet. But the question I want to get resolved, and I'm not the only one at this conference talking about telomeres, so I hope these next few slides will clear up any misunderstandings that anybody might have about what a telomere is. So a telomere, to see what it is, we have to zoom in on a human being. And the first thing that we see is that humans are made up of a lot of cells. And then when we zoom in on these cells, we see they're made up of nuclei, and inside the nuclei are found our chromosomes. And this is where our genes are that give us all of our hair color, eye color, all that kind of stuff. And I want you to think of a chromosome. There's a top arm and a bottom arm in these pictures here. I want you to think of each of them as a shoelace. And at the very ends of your shoelaces are these caps. They're called aglets that protect your telomeres, or protect your shoelaces. Well, telomeres are the same thing as the aglets on our shoelaces. They're the aglets of our chromosomes, shown here in yellow. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to zoom in on one of the telomeres, and we find that a telomere is about 15,000 bases in length. Bases is a unit of measurement in DNA, but it's 15,000 bases in length. But that's only when we're first conceived. And this is where all the troubles begin. And this is why telomere biology is so important in our pets' health and our humans' health, is because every single time our cells divide, our telomeres get a little shorter. And as a result, so going from a single cell embryo to a newborn baby, our telomeres will have shortened so far that our telomeres have already gone from 15,000 bases down to 10,000 bases. And that's typically still okay because it's like cutting 1/3 of the length of the cap of your shoelace off, and your shoelace is still fine. And so is your chromosomes. But the problem doesn't end there. The problem is that we still have a lot of cell division going. We have wounds that we have to heal. We have infections that our immune system has to fight. And we have to grow up. We have to get bigger. And so there's a lot more growing up to do, a lot more cell division. And as a result, our telomeres get shorter and shorter and shorter. When they get down to about 5,000 bases, we die of old age because our cells lose the ability to function. That's what telomere biology is all about. It's a bad thing to happen. I always say bad things happen when telomeres get short, but there is a way to lengthen them. And that's through the discovery of an enzyme called telomerase, which my team discovered in the mid-1990s. This is a cartoon showing telomerase. The green squiggly thing is now the DNA, shown as a double helix. And telomerase is this factory-looking thing that's bound to the very tip of the chromosome, or the DNA. And it's lengthening the telomeres. So it's adding bases to lengthen the telomeres. That's what it does. So our whole focus at Sierra Sciences is to find ways to lengthen telomeres using the enzyme telomerase, among a few other things. So Sierra Sciences has already developed quite a few products. These products from our discovery research include natural products, pharmaceuticals, gene therapies, and also diagnostics. Our research is done with a lot of different protocols, a lot of different skill areas. That includes assay development, basic research. I'm not going to list all these things, but the key ones are virology at the very bottom, high throughput drug screening in the middle. There's a lot of different things that we do to allow us to produce these products. And this is something that Sierra Sciences is really good at. This is our area of expertise. And as I said last year, one of the products that we've already developed is something that we call TeloDash that contains a pharmaceutical that we discovered called TAM-818, which is actually fairly good. It's probably the best in the world at actually inducing production of telomerase in cells to lengthen our telomeres. And Dash is named after my dog, Dash, shown here in this picture. Okay, well, that's fine and dandy. We've done the discovery research to come up with these products, but now what? Okay, there's a lot of things that need to be done. The first thing is it's got to be tested. Somebody's got to test these products, and they've got to get regulatory approval. Somebody has to manufacture it. Somebody has to market it. And then finally, somebody needs to treat the animal or the human, depending on what particular doctor is doing it. And these things they're all things that have to come after research discovery. Well, I'll tell you right now, this is Sierra Sciences' area of expertise, the regulatory, the research discovery. But Sierra Sciences, this is not Sierra Sciences' area of expertise to do these other things. This has been a real big struggle for us to try to take our discoveries, and we have all these discoveries just sitting on the shelf collecting dust because we are having a lot of trouble carrying these products through to the next stages. That includes especially the testing and getting regulatory approval. Now, I can't tell you how much time I've spent talking to regulatory agencies, and I'm showing this here as going around in circles with a lot of question marks. There's the FDA, which in the division of FDA called the CVM, there's AFFCO, and there's NASC. All these organizations, I've been in a lot of communication. The bottom line is the most important organization that we need to go through to get approval is CVM. But again, we're having tremendous amounts of trouble getting through the CVM. I even spent an hour today talking with them, and the person I was talking to wouldn't even give me their name. It's a real struggle to try to work with them to get anything going. So I think Sierra Sciences needs to find partners in these areas. And if there's anybody in the audience that actually thinks they can help us with this, please contact me. I am sure that RAADfest would be happy to give you my contact information. And if we could find partners in these areas, that would make us very happy, because I believe that our discoveries could provide a lot of benefit to our pets. So thank you very much.